what do you think it really means for martial arts and studios and students to be online? I mean, is it not real martial arts because I don't have sweat dripping down on somebody's face? I'm not cooking them. Is it not real martial arts if we're doing it at a distance?
Well, it's far from ideal. You know, I mean, like obviously we need to be in person to learn as effectively as we can. But so this is the thing. I think this is where martial arts really helps with people navigate through this. We know this from training. If I'm sparring with someone and I try something and I can't get that to work for whatever reason, I adapt to something else. We move to something else. It's like Bruce Lee's favorite line of "be like water." Right. So at the moment, you know, we can't get together and train together. It's not safe or possible to do that. So what we have to do is we have to make the best move we can with the resources we've got. And the fact that we can do this online teaching at the moment is, you imagine this happening 20 years ago. We couldn't have done anything. But for this, I'm keeping my students active. We're keeping them engaged. We're keeping them healthy. We're giving them a distraction and a little bit of normality amongst all the chaos and the disruption. So yeah, it's just so important that it's not the perfect way to do things, but if it's the only way we can do things, then we need to make a good job of it.
If you had some tips that you could give to school operators, teachers, and practitioners right now, like what would be a couple of things that come top of mind that you would want them to know and keep in their head and heart?
As regards online training or generally?
Just general, yeah.
Yeah, general. So well, a few for the online thing. Just quickly is, you know, to understand that you might not want to do it that way, but your students are going to really appreciate it. You know, I mean, everybody's had their lives really disrupted, and those little slices of normality can mean so much to people. And again, I'm really proud to be part of a community that when instructors have really risen to that challenge. So I would encourage people, if you don't use Zoom and those kind of things, and you haven't got an online presence, develop one, because your students will jump at it at the moment. They'll really appreciate it. And the other thing I always think, like just generally for life in general, one of the best bits of advice I was ever given, a guy I was once talking to described, he said, life's like chess, right? You can't always make the checkmate move, but you make the best move you can make. So I think if people can divide into things, you know, the things you can control and the things you can't control, don't worry about the things you can't control. You've got no influence on them. You'll spend all your time worrying about it. It won't do any good for you. The bits you can work on, make the best move that you can on that. And if you do that consistently day after day, you're more likely to thrive through an incredibly difficult situation.
So that's your version of the serenity prayer. I like it. I like that.